The secret code. What are the colored stripes on tires for? If you've ever walked through a parking lot or browsed tires in a store, you've likely noticed them. Thin, vibrant stripes, often red, yellow, green, or blue, etched into the tread grooves of new tires. These colorful marks have sparked the imagination and misinformation of drivers for decades. One of the most persistent myths is that these stripes indicate the tire's wear level. According to this folk theory, as the tire wears down, the colored layer will eventually become visible, signaling that it's time for replacement. It's a compelling idea, but it's pure myth. In reality, these painted or pigmented stripes wear away much faster than the tire's tread depth reaches the legal or safe limit, rendering them useless as a wear indicator. So, if they aren't for us, the drivers, what is their true purpose? The answer lies not on the road, but deep within the high-tech, automated environment of a tire factory. These colored stripes are a form of industrial language, a barcode for machines, designed for identification during the complex manufacturing and logistics processes. The manufacturing journey, a tale of precision and automation. To understand the stripes, we must first understand how a tire is built. It's not molded as a single, monolithic object, but is meticulously assembled from multiple layers of different rubber, fabric, and steel belts. The tread, the part of the tire that meets the road, starts its life as a massive, continuous sheet of uncured rubber known as a tread blank or extradate. This is where the colored stripes come into play. As this endless black ribbon of rubber is extruded, it is simultaneously marked with these colored lines along its entire length. This process is continuous and automated. The specific color or combination of colors is predetermined based on the tire model, size, and specification being produced. Next, this long striped ribbon is cut into individual segments. Crucially, the length of each segment is precisely calculated to match the exact circumference required for a specific tire size. At this stage, the factory floor is a bustling hub of activity, with thousands of these nearly identical black rubber segments moving along conveyor belts. To the human eye, a segment for a 195/65R15 might look indistinguishable from one for a 205/55R16. But to the optical scanning systems and automated guided vehicles that run the modern factory, the colored stripes are a brilliant, unmissable beacon. The stripes allow these robotic systems to identify and sort the tread segments, ensuring that the correct tread is delivered to the correct tire building machine. This prevents costly and time-consuming mix-ups on the assembly line, where a single machine might produce several different tire models throughout a day. Without this simple color-coding system, the complex ballet of tire assembly would descend into chaos. Beyond the factory, the logistics lifeline. The utility of the colored stripes doesn't end once the tire is vulcanized and takes its final form. They become equally critical in the massive warehouses and distribution centers that handle thousands, if not millions, of tires. Stacked high on shelves, tires from different product lines can look remarkably similar. The subtle differences in sidewall text and tread pattern are not always easy to spot from a distance or in low light. Here, the colored stripes act as a rapid visual aid for warehouse workers and sophisticated inventory scanners. Each unique color code corresponds to a specific stock keeping unit, or SKU. When an order for a set of all-weather 215/60R17 tires comes in, a worker can quickly locate the correct stack by scanning for the telltale yellow and blue stripes. For example, instead of having to squint at the fine print on every sidewall. This streamlines the picking and shipping process, reduces errors, and gets the right tires to retailers and customers faster. Dispelling common misconceptions. It is essential to clarify what these stripes do not represent, as several misconceptions persist in the consumer market. 1. They are not a quality grading system. The color of the stripe has no correlation with the tire's quality, performance, speed rating, or durability. A red stripe is not premium, and a yellow stripe is not standard. The assignment of colors is arbitrary and determined by the manufacturer's internal coding system. 2. They are not a date or batch code. Some sellers may mistakenly claim the stripes indicate the manufacturing batch or week. This is false. The tire's Department of Transportation code, embossed on the sidewall, is the only official source for this information, including the date of manufacture. 3. The color itself is meaningless to consumers. There's no universal standard for what each color means. One manufacturer might use a red stripe for one model and the blue for another, while a competing brand might use the same colors for entirely different products. The meaning is purely internal and specific to each factory's production schedule. In conclusion, the colored stripes on tires are a fascinating example of a functional industrial design element that has been misunderstood by the public. They are not a secret message for drivers about wear or quality, but rather a crucial tool for efficiency, accuracy, and automation in the global tire industry. The next time you see a new tire with its bright, colorful stripes, you can appreciate it not just as a product of engineering for the road, but as a product of a sophisticated manufacturing and logistics system that relies on a simple, colorful language to keep the world moving.